Good afternoon. How you doing, Jeff D? AMCBizSolutions.com for our weekly AIMC marketing tip for you small business owners out there, you solopreneurs and companies, Fortune 500 companies. This is a tip for all of you today. So what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about your LinkedIn company page. Do you know what that is? Did you forget about it? Do you have one? So, as you start a business, one of the first things you want to do, or any company, is, you want to have a presence on all the social media platforms. And, you know, historically, a lot of people always think about their Facebook business page or their Instagram business page, or even Pinterest and Twitter and others. But there is the LinkedIn company page. So even when you work for a company or you start a company, normally you're associated with a company page. Let's say you have a job, you have a job at a company. That company probably has a company page that's maintained or not maintained. So what the thing is, a lot of company pages out there are simply just not maintained, and it's an unfortunate thing. I think it's a little deep dark secret to your success. So I know there's many channels out there. The ultimate goal is to get traffic to your website, or for transactions, to fill a form, to buy something. But the LinkedIn company page is a channel that's almost overlooked. A lot of people focus on Facebook and other platforms, but it's powerful. It's where the money is. We talk about LinkedIn all the time. LinkedIn is where the people with the highest income levels are. A lot of CEOs are on LinkedIn. Your future customers are on LinkedIn, especially if you're B2B. It's something where you cannot avoid at all. And I would say, if I were to bet, you should spend more time on your LinkedIn company page than your Facebook business page. So I wanted to give you 4, maybe 5 tips on what to do with your LinkedIn company page. A couple of things to look at. Here's an obvious one. Make sure you have updated information. Everything from your about page, product and services that you have, who's there, if there's any updated jobs, events. Make sure the page is up to date. Because when somebody goes to even an employee of your company, they're going to see the LinkedIn company page and probably click that. So another thing is, of course, you got to grow your follower count. Of course, it's the quality of followers. So that's an important aspect. You want to really make sure you get the right followers of your page, future potential clients. So I think one of the first things you want to do is, when you update your follower count, is to first invite the followers that you want to do business with. I would say your hot leads. Those are the ones that you want them to know all about your company and what's going on with your company. The second thing is your warm leads. So that would be, the ones that you would, maybe future business. They may be out there eventually, and they may do business with you in the future. Your third is really your second level connections that would actually, they may know somebody that could lead, they could lead you to potential future clients. So growing your follower account is very important. They say good to know, good to feel, good to buy, right? So you want to, know, like, and trust your followers. You want to make sure you know them, and eventually they buy from you. So a couple big things that you want to consider. You can invite up to 250 people a month as followers, and I encourage you to do that. If you have more than one administrator of your company page, you can also have them do 250 followers. So it's important to get the follower count up there. That's good, because the more exposure, the better. And that leads to content. So, you want to post for your audience, and that's a really important thing to do. I always say the 80-20 rule: be educational, inspirational before you're a seller. And that's especially true on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a melting pot for education and influence. So you want to educate and influence your followers so that you're a resident expert at what you do. 80% of the time, you should be spending your time doing that, right? And then that's the post for your audience. I recommend posting on your LinkedIn company page as if you're posting on your Facebook page. 3 times a week on average is a good amount. You don't want to do more than that. LinkedIn does like to use hashtags, but don't do more than 2 or 3 hashtags per post. It's not Instagram, and I really appreciate that. Another thing is there is a great feature on LinkedIn today. There's a little bell if you go to your company page. Have your followers click that bell, because what happens is they'll get updated every single time you post something. You want them to see that. I don't know if you ever noticed on the LinkedIn newsfeed, you may see some of the same posts from the same people. Chances are you probably click that bell. But if you have something important to say, encourage people to click that bell. All right. So LinkedIn company page, you could do everything from posting jobs. You could do live videos. You could post events now. That's something fairly new, that you actually could post events that you're having right from your company page as your company's a sponsor. You can also do newsletters. You can actually link your company page to a newsletter. Let's say you do a quarterly newsletter to your followers or your customers, or your monthly one. You can link a newsletter. So it's a pretty powerful platform that's almost always overlooked. It's unfortunate that this is a very overlooked platform for a channel for social media management and building your business. One great thing is with LinkedIn company pages, you get analytics. You can also understand what activity, what demographics are running. There's a lot of great analytic tools to kind of see who's seeing your page. And this is where you want to get your follower. When you start doing followers, if you're not getting the right followers, chances are your campaigns to get more followers is not working. So I always encourage that. So there's also a feature where you can view the page as a member. When you view a page as a member, you're seeing your page like your followers are seeing it. And you always could see what's working out best. You also could have affiliated pages. Let's say you have different divisions of your company. You can have affiliated pages that are tied to your company page. Those are called showcase pages. They still use those words. So a lot of powerful stuff. As you can tell, I'm very excited about LinkedIn company pages. I wish a lot of people would use them a little bit more. And it's a nice tool to be able to get to your business, because after all, LinkedIn is where the money is. It's I would say the most successful professionals are on LinkedIn. That's where your customers are. Facebook is very cluttered. As you probably know, it's even declining a little bit, where LinkedIn is growing. And I encourage you to take a look at your company page today. Last but not least, as a little offering, I would be more than happy to take a quick look at your page and offer some quick tips. Just get in touch with me, and we'll do so. So take care and take advantage of this channel. All right, and have a great day. Jeff D, AMCBizSolutions.com.